Welcome back to Collins Country. Today we are going to be refinishing a deck on our property. This is a deck that gets full sun, and honestly, if we do not service this thing now, it's going to end up rotting out and we're going to have to replace the entire deck. So we want to address it before we get to that point. You probably don't know this because I don't think we've actually talked about it on social media yet, but when we bought our new property last year, the 43 acres adjacent to our farm, we also got the house that was on that farm, but we do not occupy it yet because we have a sweet deal with our incredible neighbor that even though we own the house and the property, she can live in that house rent-free for as long as she wants. But it means that we own the house and we have to maintain the house. And so her beautiful farmhouse has 3 decks on it. The back deck is full sun and it needs a little bit of TLC. So we are going to be using liquid rubber products to completely get that deck back to new. And I'm really excited about this product because not only is it going to seal the deck for years so we don't have to do any annual maintenance to it, it's also like a cool touch paint. So when you walk out onto the deck in the full sun, it will not be hot and it will not hurt your feet. So that's great for her and her animals. So anyway, let's get to it. Here is a real quick rundown of all the products that we are going to be using from Liquid Rubber. This is the same company's products that we used on our camper roof and loved them. So first we've got our multi-purpose cleaner. We have the multi-purpose primer, 2 of those. 2 of the sealants and adhesive, and this is the magic stuff right here. This is the Cool Coat deck coating. They do sell this in multiple different colors. We decided to go with this pale brown color. I really like it, and I think that it will complement the tan color of her house. James is already over there at the deck, so let's load up and get this project started. So here is the deck that we are going to be refinishing. There's no boards that are rotting out yet, but it definitely is in need of some TLC. And so we want to put a deck coating on this that's going to last for a really long time and help protect this wood so that we do not have to replace this deck. So this is the before. So up first, James is going to go through with the screw gun and tighten down and put in any new screws in any area that are coming out or need fixed. And then we're taking out these things. She does not want them on there anymore, so we're going to take them out. And then underneath them is this. So I'm going to get a putty knife and scrape all of that out. And then we're going to get our sander and just kind of sand down any areas that are chipping real bad and just need to be smoothed out.
Okay, we got all the pressure washing done for now, and I'm going to re-pressure wash it again, but I'm going to apply this multi-purpose cleaner. And this time, instead of using a garden sprayer, I'm actually going to use the pressure washer to do it. So you can fill this bottle, and it's going to mix with the water pressure, and it's going to film the top. And then we're going to go through with a push broom and really scrub this surface. You can see there's a lot of green left. I could have pressure washed that out of there, but I decided to actually use the broom to do that work. So let's see how it works. It's environmental friendly too, just FYI, if you're concerned about that. Okay. Oh yeah.
Oh, perfect. Look at all the gunk this is bringing off. See all that green, brown stuff? That's all the algae that it is scrubbing off the wood. Man, this is a good cleaner. All the scrubbing is done. Now we got the pressure washer back out and James is pressure washing everything. pressure washing and cleaning is completely done and it looks so much better than before. Now we're just gonna let it dry. It's been a few hours, the sun popped back out and everything is dried and the wood looks so much better after we used that cleaner and washed it and got all the algae and mud and gunk off of it. Looks so good. So tonight we are adding the sealant caulk stuff, filling in all these gaps with it so that we have a nice smooth finish when we're done, when we put the top coat on. So we're just going through the whole deck and just kind of filling in gaps and crevices and things that need it. You can see where James already did it over here. So we're gonna get that done tonight because it has to dry for 24 hours. So then we'll be able to prime it tomorrow. We got all the caulking done. So now we're just gonna let this dry overnight and check it again in the morning. Oh, I just realized I missed these two. Okay, we'll check it in the morning and we'll prime it. James has already been out here this morning and he has been priming. This is the primer that we're using right here. He's got all the railings done. Now we're just working on getting the deck finished. And the primer really is kind of like a watery glue-like substance. To make this go a little faster, we actually poured the primer into our sprayer. We're gonna spray it on and then roll it on. The whole deck is done with the primer. Now we're just gonna let it dry for a couple hours so we can start painting it. It's officially time to start painting. So we've got out the deck coating here. And the color is this right here. The pale brown. They do have a lot of other color options though if you don't like this one. Okay, first coat on all of this outside is done and I love the color and the coverage is really good. We probably could get away with just one coat, but I'm a perfectionist and I want it to be really thick, so I am going to do a second coat, but the coverage when you're putting this on is full coverage. It is really, really nice. And I think the color complements the rock that's down there and the siding and the red roof. It kind of pulls it all together. Anyway, loving it so far. We are going around this way on this part of the deck. And I mean, look at the difference here between what's painted and what's not. The deck is going from old and raggedy to new and fresh. I love it. It's really nice. And I forgot to show the texture of the paint. It is really thick, which is why you're able to get such a good thick coverage with it. We are absolutely flying with this project since we're both working on it. All of the railings are completely done, minus a few little things that James is touching up. So that's just the first coat, of course. So now we are ready to work on the actual decking. And you can see where I'm trimming over here because I do not want to get it on the house. So I'm trimming up close, but we are going to roll all of this. It looks so good. I absolutely love this. It looks like we have a brand new deck. It lathers on so nicely. See that? Great coverage. The first coat on everything is officially done. James is just touching up the steps and painting those. We're gonna let this dry overnight and we'll check on it again first thing in the morning. Then it'll be ready for our second coat. It is the next morning and I cannot believe how good it looks with just one coat. It looks so much better. But you can see, especially on these boards here, you can see some of the old wood through, so it definitely does need a second coat. There are some areas though on the spindles and stuff where we put it on thicker that does not need a second coat. We're still just going to go ahead and put a second coat on everything because we want to make sure that this deck is very well protected from the elements. Anyway, we have recruited some reinforcements today. My mother-in-law is here and she's going to help us get the second coat done. So hopefully with the 3 of this, we can get it finished. We're gonna do it a little differently today. We're gonna do the inside of everything first, and then the floor, and then the outside, because we want this to have a really good dried coat on it, because we might get a pop-up thunderstorm this evening. So that's how we're gonna get the second coat done. The 2 coats are done, and all I can say is, wow, it looks so good. It looks like a new deck. It's absolutely beautiful. The lighting is not great because it's in the evening, because we needed to give it time today to let everything dry. And then actually we got a small rain shower, so you can see a little bit of water puddling, which is great. It does not soak into the wood or the paint at all. It just sits right on top, which is exactly what we want. But look at how good this is. Doesn't that look great? I will show you guys again tomorrow what it looks like in the sun, and then we can also compare the temperature, because this is the cool touch paint, so I want to walk on it in full sun and see if it burns my feet. It is the next day and it is 92 degrees out and it is sunny. The deck looks incredible. I'm going to stand on it with my bare feet and see how it feels. Also, it is a little dirty if you look closely, because we did deliver some new gravel and put in the new driveway, so some of the gravel dust did get on the deck, but that'll wash off with rain. All right, I look like a mess. We've been working on the farm all day and it's hot, but I want to see if I can walk on this. Oh, I mean, it's warm, but it certainly does not burn my feet. It's not hot, but it is warm. Ah, it feels great. I love the look of this. Man, what a great investment for this deck. I love it. It looks great. It's functional. It'll now be weatherproof for years to come. I really like this decking. If you want to get some for yourself, they have a lot of color options. I'll have all of Liquid Rubber's information down in the link below, and I will also have the link to the product down below as well. Hope you all have a great day. Happy homesteading! And thanks to my in-laws who donated this furniture, we were able to furnish her back porch. This is so nice. What an amazing upgrade for the sweetest neighbor ever.